everyone, it's Jackie. So I am going to start on my penguin journal today, and I am going to try to do a lot of videos throughout this kit. This kit is from, can't quite remember the name of it now, but it's I'll let you know who she is. But so I'm going to show you a few of the pages. Here's one of them. Absolutely stunning pictures of the penguins and the colors. They just go so well together. I have kind of got my signatures all set up, so I don't want to put too much. I'm not going to take them apart too much, but I want to show you a few of them. And there's one of those. That's one of my signatures. And there's another one. I mean, they are just stunning. So I get to it, I'm going to show you. There's this one. Absolutely beautiful. So I have printed all of my pages and put together all the papers that I'm going to use. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And so I have 10 pages in each signature. There'll be 3 signatures. So that's going to be a lot of pages, actually. And once I get all everything in and all the ephemera, there was a ton of ephemera. I don't know, I think there were 9 or 10 collage type pages like this, and I backed them with either this is from Angela Kerr's, yes, one of her digis. This is the lace, Avo lace and tea stained, and that's one of those, and that's the tea stained from that kit. So I used those. And then I did use another one, which is this one, and I don't know where that one actually came from, but it's lovely. All right, so that's the 3rd signature. So I have, I'll kind of show you what I have, I guess. So this piece I'm using for the front cover, this side. However that ends up, I'm not sure. I have not decided, but it's going to end up somehow as the cover. All right, so this is signature 1. So these are the pages in the first signature. So I did the first page in each signature is on 60-pound paper. And then the inside pages are on copy paper. They're not as bright. Excuse my nails. I'm just going to say I can't find my nail polish remover since I moved. Isn't that crazy? I've been here almost 4 weeks and I can't find it. I got to buy some more, I guess. Anyway, they're not quite as bright, you can see, but they really are. They're just stunning, the colors. And I was so happy to find these. Because the gal wanted penguins, and I was like, oh, I can't find penguins. I can't find good ones. And so we were going to go with birds, and her color is blue, and then I happened on this one, and penguins and blue, and these penguins are beautiful. You know, it was really hard to find penguins that weren't like cutesy. So there's, what did I do here? There's either 3 or 4 pages of the penguins. There's going to be 2 tea stain paper. My tea stain paper comes from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop. My envelopes and everything tea stained comes from there. Look her up. She's fabulous. Shipping is quick, and it smells incredible. They're coffee stained, actually. Then I have random other papers in each signature, and they all come from antique or vintage books I have. This happens to be from a bird book, and I put birds in this because this gal is a bird watcher and a bird lover. This page is from a vintage typing book that I found. And so there's that. and this is a vintage, from another vintage book, and it actually is, on this side, it's Seasons of Birds in the Vicinity of New York. And this is where she lives, in New York. So anyway, I picked that page for this one. So that's the first signature. And I got these all set so that I'd be ready to really pop this together, because I do not want to wait too long. And here's the second signature. Again, there's the cover, and then there's a few pages from the kit. There are some repeats. I try not to repeat too much. Like that's one of the same as the cover. So this signature has 3 penguin pages, and then 2 coffee stained. This is actually from a ledger that came from my grandfather actually, and it was a non-used ledger. Really incredible. But it has all different parts to it. So I have that going in there. I have this beautiful bird page going in there. I have this very, from 1932, it's very delicate, this piece of paper. And it's all kinds of, this happens to be a page that's election results of 1932. When Democrat Franklin Delano Roosevelt from New York and John N. Garner from Texas. Yep. And this is the candidates, Herbert Hoover. Yep. And this is getting an extra piece of this type paper because it only had 3 penguin pages. And this again is from a vintage ledger, just an unused piece of ledger paper. So those are all fun to have. This is my way of just getting really organized so I can pop these pages together quickly, and then I'll be able to just start on the ephemera. Okay, and this is the 3rd signature, and there's the cover. And then there's that page. You probably have seen these already. Pieces of coffee stained. This page is from an old furniture book that I found when I was in Tennessee visiting my sister. The paper is lovely, and the edges are so nicely patinaed. It was such a find, and it was, I don't know, little or nothing. Here's another bird page from my bird book. And then I have this beautiful piece of art that comes from one of my vintage books. So that's the 3rd signature. Oops, let's see. Put those back together. All right. So what I was going to show you today, other than that, was just that I was putting together my cover. So this cover is a cover from a old Reader's Digest book. Not very old. It's a rather newer one that I gutted. Yes, I did gut it and threw away the guts. Yes, I did. And so what I have done, I cut it apart, took the guts out and cut the covers back and front right off. And I made a 2-inch spine just from chipboard. It's actually the back of one of your paper pack things, that chipboard on the back. Use it. Don't throw it away. Use it. And I glued 2 pieces together to make my spine. And this is what it looks like here. Now, what I am going to do, because this is going to go on here somewhere, kind of like this, but I'm going to raggedy this up. Anyway, it's going to go on with the space of this black book, which I really like this paper against the black. I think it just pops out. So we have to do something here. to cover up our spine. Now, if you remember, in the last journal I just did, the wizarding one, which I will still do a flip through. I used this fabric that was from my daughter's dress, actually when she was in college and was in the chorus there, and they had to buy these dresses. And so I'm going to use this to cover just, just over that tape, okay? And yes, this was a panel piece, so it's not at all straight. I'm hoping, let's see, I was hoping I had enough to go around. Boy, just barely. I didn't do that very well, but then it did come out. Okay, all right, just barely. All right, so what do we need? We need about, I put this tape here so that I would stay in frame. Let's see what we need. We're going to need about, let's do, how far is that going to come if I do it over here? I don't want to do too much. I'm going to do 4.5 inches, which will, I'm going to have to be pretty careful. Well, you know what? I'm going to do more like 5, because the paper can come over the material. So that's what I'm going to do 5 inches. So it needs to be 5 inches, and then the whole length. Now I want to see what's the straightest edge. I guess you're not going to be able to see all of this, and I'm sorry for that, but that's the way it's going to be. So I'm going to put it like here. And probably there's a lot easier way to do this, but and 5 inches is going to be to right about there. I'm going to take my white ink pen and just kind of make a mark here. Oops. Get back right to there. Oh, and is that still 5? Yeah, just about 5 to here. Oh goodness, there's a truck or something beeping out here, backing up, beeping. And my dog is having a fit. All right, so that looks good. So then, let me grab my really long ruler. Put this pen away. It's different living here. I don't get deliveries every day, but there are deliveries every day, for sure. For sure. Okay, we're gonna just pop this up like this. I know you can't see the whole thing, but I am just putting it on that 5-inch line. And I'm gonna grab my rotary cutter. And I'm gonna cut right on this edge. Fingers are out of the way. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see what we got. That looks pretty good. Sorry, I'm reaching out of the camera. Getting my ruler put away. Try to put things away as I use them. All right, so now let's get our book back over here. And so this is gonna go on. I'm gonna put that scraggly part. Yeah, I'll put that in the back, actually. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna put it this way. There we go, because I don't want that to show. All right, so then that's gonna go around. This is gonna come up. Get that pretty close to the middle. That's gonna come up. And this is gonna come down. And it's gonna glue like this. I always like to check it and see if I'm happy. Pretty happy with that. I think so. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Make sure my book is nicely. I left, so when I put my chipboard on with the masking tape, I left just a little bit, like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, not quite a quarter, but, You've seen people do this though. All right, my glue should be all ready to go because I just cleaned all the covers. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna put some here. Oops. Just on the spine part. And I'm gonna spread this because I have the feeling that it will go through that. I'm just in my old Blue Cross Blue Shield card for a spreader. These are great to keep. Sometimes you get those offers in the mail. Keep these guys. All right, now hopefully that will make this so it doesn't spread around too much. And I'm gonna try to get it pretty even. I'm gonna do something else to the spine too, so it doesn't quite make it, but let's get it really good. There. Now we're gonna come over and we'll do over here. Just down the tape edge, I think, for now, just for now. I can feel it coming through a little bit. See that right there? So probably I don't need quite as much as I'm putting on. That's the back, so we'll go a little easier on the front here. A little easier on the front. Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna bring, and let me make sure I do this right, because this is the front. Okay. I'm gonna put this down here. And I'm gonna do this all, whoops, all at the same time. Spread this glue. You wanna make sure you've got enough, but not too much. This glue will stick quite well. This is the 3-in-1. Just in case any of this is going to show, we'll spread it out so it doesn't leak through and leave big globs. It might leak through a little bit, but at least it won't be big globs. This fabric is silky. It's nice. Okay, and then this guy is going to go like this. Overlap. Just like that. That will rub off when it gets dry. Back. Okay. And then I just want to make sure that we've got our creases creased, so everything will fold. Oh, look how pretty that is, right? Very pretty. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a bit. Let that dry. And then I think we'll come back in the next video and we will do some more. I'm gonna not try to make these not so long. I get a little bamboozled when I try to plan really long ones, really long videos. So we're gonna keep them a little bit short. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you and hear what you're doing. If you want to follow along, in the next video, I will definitely tell you what the name of this kit is and where to get it. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.